Bang. Kawasaki KLR 650 2017. Big giant exhaust. All factory. Anyhow, I decided I wanted to do a video today on my 2017 KLR 650 on off-road, dual sport, whatever you want to call it. I wanted to do a video because you know, thinking that what milestone isn't important, you know. So a 2,000, a 5,000, or a 10,000 mile milestone, you know, would be just as important as any other. It's a dot in time, you know, whatever. So I said, you know what? Before I start changing stuff on this bike, I want to go over it and tell you what I think about it since I've had it. Anyhow, we're at 8,345 miles and change, almost 46. I've had the bike since April of 2017. It's been great, you know. It's a 6.1 gallon fuel tank. 6.1. That's crazy, and it's awesome. But she's heavy. When if you're not an experienced rider and you haven't ridden 4-strokes or just dirt bikes in general, she's got some weight to her, but it's good weight once you get used to it. She's balanced good. You know, it's not a stunt bike. You know, it's not made for endos. You're gonna smoke your brakes. The tires I wanted to show you. If you can see, high, low, high, low, high, low, scalloped. Look at my fingers go over it. They're grabbing. It should go smooth, you know. I think from factory, they gave me this stupid weight, you know, to balance the wheel. I don't know if they gave me a warped wheel from factory. I don't know what's going on. But the tires are friggin' junk. Look at this. Dry rotted, big giant gash in it. You know, I beat these tires up. You know, this, but I've never spun it. I've never, ever spun the tire on this bike. Not once. In the dirt, obviously. But not beating on it or trying to power brake it, nothing like that. I never did that. These tires are just natural wear. 8,346 miles almost on it, on these tires. And I rolled it right off the factory floor with 0 miles on it. I personally rolled it out of the showroom. I should have got it on camera, but hey, I didn't do that. Bingo, you know, what's wrong with that? People say, oh yeah, rebel flag, you know, what's wrong with that? Save the South, man. What's wrong with that? This is just the sticker that peeled off. Here's a platform. She's rugged. It's aluminum housing with plastic on the inside. These are your tools. Since I've had the bike, I put this Amazon. I got it from Amazon. I don't like to buy shit from Amazon, but before I started, you know, rooting for InfoWars and all that stuff, I've had this for quite a while before I even had the bike, and I finally just put it on. So it's got the 12-volt cigarette lighter, you know, attachment or accessory, and I love this little bastard. Bingo, you got USB, kid. All right, now that hooks directly to the battery. I got it run under the tank to the battery under the seat. It's got good connection. You tighten it up good. I put some like Never Sees for electrical connections on it, like bulb grease almost kind of. And that's been working out fine. Little switch on top. Bingo, that's off. On, you see the light? Bingo, it's off, yep. And I got this, Rome makes it. I don't know, I've had good luck with it so far. She's been pretty good. It clamps on under here. Phillips head, you just screw it in, you know, and get it tight on the bars. It gives you quite a bit of adjustment. You stretch these open, put your phone in, and these go to they stretchy over all four corners of the phone, and it works good. Factory mirrors, you know, they've been good. I don't mind them. I'd like something more a little sporty, but it's all right. InfoWars, baby, yes sir. I'm all for it. I've been riding since 1988. I think I first got my bike. Getting old, man. And I just wanted to give you an update on this, on the tires and the mileage. And I've had a screw come loose out of the shroud. Don't let that go. If that happens to you, do not let it go, because we need to get another one of these here with a washer in it as soon as possible, because then these things when the shroud is flapping down the highway, it wears into your paint, man, and that's no good. And I didn't like that, so I had to tie it up on the road recently. I gotta fix that. That was an issue. The swing arm bolts here that attach the subframe to it, to the main part of the frame. Those bolts were backing out on me, so I had to retighten those. You gotta tighten your chain, you know, all the time. Grease my chain. I just greased it the other day. Only had to adjust the chain twice. Like I said, I did, done 3 oil changes, going to be on the 4th very shortly. New filter, 2 of those times. No brakes yet. This other piece here, which is the speedometer cable bracket that attaches here. See, little chip paint, which sucks, man, you know? I lost the bolt in the woods. I got that tied up with the magical green, with the orange, orange rope there, the twine that I got. And I had to tie that up out of the way, because that get caught in your spokes, so fucking you'd be going over the handlebars at 80 miles an hour. And been there, done that. No thanks. Fucking hurting. No need road rash when you're 5 miles in the fucking woods or 100 miles away on the highway. You don't need accidents, man. So you gotta go over the bike and, you know, check shit all the time, man. Especially if you're riding passengers, or, you know, I mean, if I get hurt, hey, it is what it is. I know how to ride, and I know to push my boundaries. And when shit hits the fan and something goes up with the bike, people are like, oh, what if you blow a tire or something? It's like, been there, done that, man. I've ridden with fucking flat tires, so I know I can handle a bike fine, you know. I'm sweating like a pig here. A few little issues, but nothing crazy, man. You know, everything's been good. I eventually want to get the dash set up here. It's like a half moon thing with attachments and adjustments, with adjustment holes where you can put other things. I'm gonna get some accessories for the bike. But so far so good. I'll tell you what is handy. This little bastard right here. And when I put bags on, I tie it up with the rope I got down there. It's pull straps, you know, one-way strap. Phone charger. I bring my phone charger. Bingo. Plug it in. Put my phone on the holder, and off we go. But just wanted to do a quick overall inspection update for everybody out there. I'm gonna do some more videos. I hope you like it. Figured it'd be handy. Things to watch out for. Oh, skid plate. Okay, here we go. Actually, two more things. Is that skid plate? You know, factory. Is the end of the skid plate. And here's the drain plug. This is where the plate ends. Is the drain plug. This part of the motor here is low. This knob here. Boom! You whack that motherfucker, man, you're all done. You'll be in the woods with a blown up bike with no oil in it. That's a necessity. And when you're riding in the rain, I've gotten caught in the rain probably 6 or 8 times, and there's no way to put highway pegs on this bike, I don't think. If there is, I'm gonna have to guinea rig something. If anybody knows about any highway pegs, let me know. I'm thinking about it, like a small fold out pair, you know, something to tie up. And what this thing needs, the coverage is good on factory over here, you know, on the skid plate. It's alright, thank God for what I had here, because the fucking frame would be all dented and shit, you know? You don't want that, man. Once that happens, it's like, makes the bike look like shit. I think it's been beat on, you know, even though it hasn't. And go over all the bolts and everything, and make sure everything's tight. See, I've already cracked this little prick, you know, but we need more coverage way back here, as far back as possible, without, you know, so you can have still have access to the drain plug and everything. I got the low profile drain plug going in, and it needs ears like this coming out. So looking at the front of the bike, when your feet are on the pegs right here, here's my foot, here's my toes, the rain just comes off from the tire rotation, and you're like, if I had a mud flap, that would fix it, but I don't want to ride with a mud flap. But I'd like to put like little wings that come out the side like that and block the rain and keep your feet wet, because my toes and shit get soaked instantly from, you know, even with mist on the road, my shoes are already damp, like within 5 minutes of riding. And that pisses me off, man, because when you get to work or your job or wherever the hell you're going, if you're going out with your girl and it happens to have just wet roads, not even rain, and my feet are soaked, it's like, fuck, man, you know, shit pisses me off. I stay dry, the whole bike's awesome. Awesome coverage from the wind, you know, but I think we need a skid plate. Wings, a new skid plate and wings. I might add them myself. Get the same thickness aluminum and have them welded on there. Overall, what else was I gonna say? 2 passenger, it's great. The bike likes a little weight. It's made for like a load to carry on the back. You know, she's perfectly capable of hauling. You know, it says 25 pounds, 22 pounds max capacity. That's for an unexperienced rider. Man, you could get another person on this thing to sit down on it. As long as you can control the bike and you know, go slow enough where you're not going to dump the bike and get hurt. They just put 22 pounds because the center of gravity is, you know, the higher you go, the more weird it is, you know, on the road and on the corners. Once you're going fast, it fucks with you. When it comes to corners and loads, when you're putting load on the bike, when you know, any type of cooler or bags, or I carry my drills and my tool bag all the time, my electrical tools. And there's a little bit of weight, but I'm used to it. You gotta know the bike, you gotta know familiar, ride, you know, apply a little bit of weight at a time, you know, and just cruise around. And you'll see what I mean. You can feel the weight of the bike. The turn is a lot slower. You gotta, you know, you gotta compensate for turn. Longer, softer turns, you know, wider for safer reasons. This bike is capable of going very low to the ground. These things, you wonder what those are here? Those are peg stoppers, like, more or less. Those hit the road. Those like contact patch. You know, when you hit the contact, when you make contact with the fucking road and that bike's leaned over for those to touch, man. I've used all of this tire and I'm still within about 2 inches of the road, and I'm afraid to go the rest of the way because that's low, man. That thing, I'm cranking over like a street bike. I need a wider tire for that. So in order for me to get a wider tire, I gotta get rid of that exhaust, because the factory tire already hits the exhaust under here. Hits the exhaust under there. See the rub marks? You know? And I don't jump this bike. I mean, little jumps or a little, you know, going over stone walls and whatnot. You gotta pay attention. But that's about it. I wanted to tell you guys about that, and hope you found this video very helpful, because these are the things that I find nobody says, really. And on another quick note before we go, don't mind me, I'm like, because I keep thinking, shit keeps popping in my head. The bigger fork tubes, factory back in, I think previous to 2014 and before, they were 38 millimeter. These are 41s. 41 millimeter forks, which is beefed up in the front, and it gives the bike, makes it feel more rigid, riding in the front end. When you're going fast and you got weight on it, you'll see what I mean. There's stiffeners that you can put in between the cross there, and I think I'm gonna get that to keep the fork straight, and that just adds more rigidity to it. And then it's no holds barred, baby. I'm gonna take her up to Maine and fucking hammer this thing. I'm in Massachusetts. This place sucks. Everybody's like a douchebag, you know what I mean? Bunch of friggin' liberals. It's horrible. Especially Cape Cod people. No offense to the Cape Cod people, but you suck. You do, you know? It's why we are massholes, because we gotta deal with the most ridiculous shit you've ever seen in your life. We shouldn't even have to talk about it. That's how fucking ridiculous it is, but we do, you know, because people are pulling the shit. Anyhow, I won't ramble on. I'm the real Steve White. You can find me on YouTube, obviously. I've done a few other videos with other things. And I'm just gonna do some random videos, man. I'd like to do a shout out to InfoWars Alex Jones, Owen Schroyer, and the rest of the crew. You guys rock. Love you. I'm always spreading the content, putting the stickers on everything I can. You know, I hit up a Starbucks, plastered that thing with the InfoWars stickers. And I got some Trump shirts. I encourage people to buy the gear, buy the supplements. It's great for you. It make you feel like $1 million. Fight the good fight and enjoy your freedoms. Enjoy your freedoms of having a motorcycle in the United States of America, and enjoy that fresh air in your hair. In my case, I've had a little too much fresh air. Yes, sir. And we're gonna rock this one out, baby. To all you riders out there, man, thumbs up. Be safe out there. Happy 4th of July. And we're going out. We're hitting the road, and we're gonna go support our veterans, support America, and God bless America. God bless Donald Trump. Over and out. Rock and roll.